Newbies, you're not in the wrong place. The lifers will tell you you are, of course, at the Life Be Lifing podcast. Yeah, 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 yeah. You are hosted by none other than your favorite fat freckled man, your favorite coach's favorite coach, the big dog himself. Whew. Shout out to Mimi, the goddess in her absence. We have another unique opportunity. I told you I'm trying different stuff this season, man. We done had our very first debate, and now we have it fresh from the lifers section. We got a guest on it. We got my man Ant, man. I met him in a sports group a couple years ago. He's one of the few people that, you know what I'm saying, we just kept in touch afterwards, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because you could
indeed.
tell real recognized real. He looked familiar, you know what I'm saying? And we just kind of bond on certain topics, a lot of common sense topics that apparently a lot of people don't have common sense about. But
Yeah, for sure.
but nonetheless, Ant, glad to have you tonight, man. Appreciate
It's
you.
great to
Welcome.
be here. I appreciate the invite again. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
just ready for a beautiful conversation or a constructive conversation.
Yes,
Well, any
indeed. Yes,
conversation,
indeed.
as long as it's solid and we get somewhere with it.
That's the point, man. That's the point, man. It's gonna be a little fun. It's gonna be a little entertaining. We got lifers who get in the chat and make stuff funny, but they also make stuff interesting. So, you know what I'm saying? When they get in the live chat, it hits a little different. Okay, so the YouTube feed is active. So let me make sure share this John out so everybody could, you know what I'm saying, get active in the chat. But in the meantime, between time, how your week going, player?
No, it's going good, man. I just got off light duty probably like a couple days ago. I had got I do trash, so even dealing with a
Yeah.
lot of dirty stuff. So I had got poked in the leg. I had this little infection in my leg last week, so
Damn.
I'm good now though.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Listen, since we got you here, for those who are not in Philly, I know y'all saw a lot of stuff on social
Oh
media about
yeah.
us going through going through what we was going through with that whole strike thing, man. Listen, since we have you here, man, from somebody who was out in the field, for somebody who was directly impacted
Indeed.
and affected, bro.
I
Tell
was
us what
10
that was
toes
like for you,
down.
bro.
I
You
did the
was.
overnight. I did the overnight picket line and all that, whatever. Our whole point was, I mean, for a single male, no kids, you gotta have 60K to have a regular life, not even a comfortable life, a regular life to live in the city.
Hmm.
So our point was an extra what 5 to 8 grand a year would at least help us or whatever. But
Hmm.
yeah, but it was. I mean, that wasn't the only thing we was fighting for. There was a lot of stuff that outside of the money that people wasn't looking at, like health and welfare. She was trying to switch up with that. It was going to charge us a lot of stuff to. Well, it charged a lot more money to like for like co-pays or covering our insurance and stuff like that. A little stuff
Okay.
for like sick time. It was all. It was like it's little other details that they didn't publicize. They made pretty much made it seem about it was about the money, but it wasn't just about the money.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I mean, they say in a deal, a good deal is where you both walk away feeling like you got cheated. So she wouldn't publicly admit it, but she didn't get everything she wanted. We didn't get everything we
Right.
wanted, but we got something. So at least I can take care of my family. That's all I'm cool with.
That's what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what matters at the end of
No,
the
but
day.
that's
Yeah,
right. It
man.
was definitely feel like going to war with the government of Philadelphia, the local government of Philadelphia. We was out there, man. Shout out to everybody at DC 33 though, for sure.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. Y'all look like y'all was at war with everybody,
Yeah, man. Yeah,
the government,
scalpers.
the folks around the city. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
The crazy thing I do want to say is they made it seem like we wasn't going through the same stuff that they was going. We it's a mandate to live in the city. The only people that don't have a mandate, if I'm not mistaken, is the cops and the fire department. I know it's the
Right.
cops for sure, but I'm not 100% on the fire department, but it might be them too. Everybody else got to live in
Okay.
the city. So we paying wage taxes and we paying regular city taxes to live here. So we're doubling that. Like we going through our trash wasn't getting picked up either. Well, I live in a complex, so we got private trash. So me personally, it was still going. But
Okay.
other people, they trash wasn't getting picked up. If they family died, the morgue wasn't coming to get their bodies either. Like they was going through the same stuff a regular
Yo.
citizen would be going through.
Which
and
would
we wasn't
just that
getting
whole thing
paid.
about the morgue thing was sounded crazy when I first
Yeah,
heard about it. I said,
yeah.
"Damn, I didn't even realize that was impacted."
Yeah, for sure, for sure. People, it was like, I'm not mad at everybody. I know you see me going in. So I had to take it down back because I gotta remember everybody don't have the direct knowledge that I got or understanding of what we really standing on. They just look at surface level stuff that they'll probably read on the headline and then run with that or
Facts.
whatever. Especially with like the dudes that was scalping, they looking at them as like hood heroes. If them dudes really wanted to help the hood, they would have been doing that well before and not charging old people at the
Mm,
same time. So yeah,
how about
and they're
that?
not doing it now. You don't see nobody
Hey,
asking old people
hey,
do they need help or anything. No, they not doing that now. But we
that's
are.
a real good point. That's a great
Yeah.
point, and I ain't
Yeah,
even
for
think
sure.
about
But
that.
I ain't mad at a lot of those opinions because me being there, me seeing it firsthand, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of dudes that do what they say they do, slide the cans or whatever the case may be. I mean, I try my
Right.
best to do everything, clean up behind myself if I do make a mess. I am not here to clean up your block. I'm here to pick up the trash. If I so happen to make a mess, cool, I clean it up because my grandma and my mom and my parents taught me. So yeah,
Right. I hear that, bro. I hear that. I
yeah.
hear that. Yeah, man. Like I said, I didn't even think about it when I first invited you, but yeah, it's definitely good to get your point of
Oh
view on
yeah,
that. Seeing
yeah,
as how
yeah.
that was literally the world you was living in for a bit, bro.
Man, it was a lot. It was a lot, man. I suffer for anxiety, so
Mm,
I try to even I knew it was coming because last year we were supposed to go on a strike, so I already knew it was coming. I try to prepare for it financially, whatever the case, mentally or whatever.
okay.
But it's still like uncertainty because I'm used to working every day and I'm used to hitting the clock, and I know I got this money. I know this is coming in 2 weeks or whatever the case may be. Man, it was no telling when that Joe was going in. And I was there. I was going to stand on whatever we was going. But yeah, it is what it is. He there. I voted no though. Even though
You did?
I knew it wasn't going to make no difference because I know for the vast majority they was going to vote yeah to ratify it, so it was more of a morally thing. So
I dig it. I dig it, man. I dig it. But yeah, nah, man, and just to because y'all didn't hear it enough, man. Now, granted, I technically moved out of the city, but nonetheless, so I wasn't dealing with it at
I
all
appreciate
from
all
a personal
recognition, man.
standpoint. From that standpoint, but I from the standpoint of being, like, yeah, I know what y'all going through, but I'll be damned if my mom trash go pile up in front of the crib. Let me go ahead and get that.
Yeah, I was telling people, man, take it, go to those piles, man. Take your stuff and put it at the end of the block. Put your trash
Yeah,
out regular. Do whatever you got to do. We
right.
wanted to make it look as bad as possible because at the end of the
Man,
day,
it was looking crazy.
once that contract got done or whatever, and we go back to work, it's gonna get up and no problem. Like it did get up and no
It
problem.
did. It did.
Yeah,
It did. It did.
yeah.
Y'all moved out on full force to take care of that.
Yeah, I knew dudes personally that was quote unquote scalping
Hmm.
that she was trying to pay. She was paying dudes like 3 times what we normally get to get the regular stuff up that we would normally get, and that's
Damn.
crazy to me. But she was trying to be fiscally responsible. But hey, shout out to Mayor Sherrill, man. Sherrill,
Shout out to the mayor of Philadelphia.
yeah, she
That's
stood on.
that's
And I give her that though. She stood on everything she was
hey,
saying.
man. I'm about to say
Right.
she had to be from where she was from on that, man.
Yeah, yeah, she stood
I
on it.
mean, but and that's how these things happen, man. It's always two
Yeah,
sides. Like
yeah, it's
somebody got to
politics.
stay as hard as they can on it, pause, but somebody got to stand as tall as they can. And like you
Yeah.
said, it usually happens where both got to lose a little to get a little,
Yeah,
and
for
then
sure,
I
for
mean, you
sure.
go from
And
there.
you gotta take into account it's 9,000 members, so it could be a cool 3,000 that want to stand on it and keep going and fighting, but you gotta account for every member. So I ain't have no real crazy critiques for the heads of the union. Like a lot of people felt some type of way. Oh, he bailed on us or whatever. But
Mhm.
nah, you got to take into account. There's a lot of people that was probably hurting, like they
Yeah,
ain't get a check in what 8 days, or they ain't make no money in 8 days. Yeah, they can't bite that.
right. I
They
know what
can't
it's
bite
like to
that.
work without pay, bro. With the
Yeah,
government, yeah, I was working for the state, and
Oh man.
we had an impasse, a budget impasse. I
Oh
think
man.
my second or third year working for the state, we had a budget impasse. And at the time, I was working at the welfare office. So it's like, here I am at the welfare office,
Yeah.
people coming in to
You
get their
damn near
benefits.
need
You
welfare
said,
yourself.
I'm like, I'm like, can I get some emergencies?
Yeah, yeah, shit.
Can I get some
I'm about to
TANF?
actually send them some
Like,
pay stubs to see what they can do for me. I'll take $25
shoot,
for some
bro.
food stamps right about now.
I was nervous as a mug, man. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn, this is crazy.
yeah,
And you know
no,
what I
that's crazy.
mean? You can't really use, they said they didn't want you using your time. Your time might not get approved like that if you decide, all
Yeah,
right, well,
yeah,
I just ain't gonna work if y'all ain't gonna pay me.
yeah.
I'm
That's
like,
the thing I
damn,
do
that's
appreciate with the
crazy.
city because, well, with my department in the city, we got the opportunity. Like, if I mean, it's a physical job, so if you ain't feeling it and you got the time, then you can just go
Yeah.
ahead and let them know I'm out. And then just then whatever how much time you got to the time you get off, like 7 to 3, you get off. I mean, if it's like 12 o'clock and you want to be done, then they just
Hmm.
you got that time there, cover it with that.
Okay.
But yeah. Yeah,
That's what's up.
it's it's a perks of being for I mean working for the city. I mean it's your but that it's your critiques
I'm
for every
sure.
job. Literally. You could be a CEO, $1 million every year, whatever the case may be, you still have a grievance.
Facts. Pros and cons for everything.
Yeah, yeah, I take it
Pros
in
and cons
stride.
for everything. I respect that. I respect that. So we got you here tonight because I saw your post. I shared it earlier on Facebook. I saw your
Yeah,
post where you had shared a post where it said, I love an overly feminine woman.
an overly feminine woman.
Overly feminine woman.
Even if I
And
would be
you
confused. I'm
question,
sorry, go ahead.
what did that mean?
Yeah,
So
for
that's what
sure.
we're here to talk about tonight, lifers. We are here to try to figure out, not just overly feminine, let's dial it all the way back and try to figure out what actually is a feminine
Yeah,
woman, man.
exactly, exactly.
Like
You can
let's
even
start
take
from
away the
there.
overly. Like, what is
Yeah,
a
let's start
feminine
from
woman?
there. Let's start from
To
there,
my
man.
knowledge, a woman by default would be feminine, right?
Okay.
I'm my whole point with it is it's confusing to me because like overly
Confusing
feminine.
as hell.
I can see if you use the word I can see if you use the word prissy maybe like that'd be more. But when they try to categorize like a woman being outspoken, a woman with that always got strong opinions, a woman that might be even a little cut in like the physicality wise, like go to the
Yep.
gym, they label them more masculine, so to say. But
Yeah.
it's always weird to me coming from a man because it's me being a man is no woman that can be way more masculine than me. Or I don't think a woman can be more feminine than the next. Maybe they can be have like
Mm,
different interests. Like a woman might love her hair done, her nails done, like to wear makeup or whatever, but she
okay.
listens to drill rap all day, every day and rap like that. Does that make her less feminine if she still looks the part but don't act the part? Like, oh, it's confusing to me. That's why I really asked
That's
that question.
Listen, you bringing up some great points, man. Some things that I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even think about. I was trying to think about how to tackle this topic when I
Yeah,
first saw it
yeah,
and we first
yeah.
agreed to it because it's a lot of space. Like when we
Yeah,
talk about
literally.
masculinity and femininity, it covers a lot of ground because of course you got the conversations that's going on back and forth about what's feminine, what's masculine, you know, too aggressive, sassy, all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
And it's like the one thing that has to be acknowledged, regardless, is that masculine and feminine resides in all people. All people.
Yeah, that was definitely about to be my next point.
It resides in every single person, both of
I call it
them.
divine masculine and divine feminine energy. And
Okay.
I feel like, yeah, like you said, every person has that. Now, as opposed from a male to a female will have more feminine, so to say, energy as opposed to a male, but that won't take away a male still having feminine energy. And it
Hmm.
don't have to be like what they consider sassy or whatever. It's just regular stuff. You can what's a trait from a female? I won't want to say argumentative. because anybody can be argumentative, like literally.
Right.
But
But it's
they
a
try to
different kind. It
equate
seems
that.
like it's a different kind of argumentative
Yeah, yeah.
when it
So
comes to
yeah,
women. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
yeah,
not gonna
yeah,
lie.
for
Sometimes it
sure,
seems
for
like a
sure.
different kind of argumentative, right? Like
But
there's the argumentative that's debate style, and then there's the argumentative that most dudes. The minute you find a girlfriend, you find out what kind of
yeah,
argumentative that
yeah,
is.
exactly, exactly, exactly. But it's like, dang, I almost lost my train of thought. I don't think I just I don't I want if I hear personally if I hear a dude say something like that like oh she's masculine I can't deal with her she this that and the third my mind straight go to either you're soft or you insecure with
Mm,
yourself and your own masculinity so to say because my girl sometimes she talks crazy sometimes she talks soft it's just a natural thing for human beings so to say sometimes she wanna dress with just sweatpants sometimes she wanna dress all the way up it's regular thing. Like it's like a mom. It's like a mom. Put it like this:
okay.
a
Okay.
mom can be nurturing, a mom can be loving, a mom can be everything, the warmth and all that. But if you mess with their children, they will be the complete opposite.
Ooh, that's a good bar. That's a bar.
They can go to a whole different level. Literally, that don't take away their femininity. Literally,
Ooh.
that don't take away that at all.
That
It's just a
actually
natural thing.
emphasizes it when you think about it like
Exactly,
that.
exactly, exactly,
Ooh, that's a
exactly.
bar, ain't? That's
Yeah.
a bar. I like that angle. I didn't even.
It's just
Yo,
simple. It's literally simple. But dudes want when dudes say they
I
want
like
an
that. I like that.
overly
I like that.
feminine female to me, they want a person that doesn't talk back, submissive, uh just they want prissy for
Certainly
real.
submissive.
Yeah, you
Certainly
just
submissive. For sure. For sure.
exactly submissive. Submissive.
For sure. For
Literally,
sure.
you want a robot for real.
Mm.
You don't
You think they
like
want a Stepford John, huh?
yeah, yeah,
Pre-programmed.
yeah. I lead listen, I'm the leader of my household, but my girl is literally there with me. Like literally. Like she's there.
It's all cavi.
I wouldn't even want her if she had an opinion that all it does is align with mine or is based on my opinion, so to say. We have debates all the time. We literally
Yeah.
passionate debates.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, listen, man. Listen. Oh, let me shout out to my bro Dirty in the chat. Hey, man, listen. We ain't talking about football tonight. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead. I said it on my regular page. I said it on my regular page. I've said it on the sports podcast I've been on last year, and I haven't been on any this year. But I'm gonna just go ahead and get it out the way. I'm not watching football this season. I'm all football this season. As a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan, Jerry Jones has just pushed me too far, yo. Like
Oh
it's
man.
literally too hard to continue to back an organization because it's past the team part now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It gets past the point where it's not my team, just about my team and the sport anymore because the decisions that he makes impacts what happens
yeah,
in
it's
such a
pride.
drastic way that to continue to support them ends up feeling like continuing to support him. And I can't stand that saltine. I can't stand that old ass saltine. I need him up out of here. I need him up out of here. The Cowboys, the Cowboys just never going to have enough success as long as that man is alive. And I'm not here to wish death on nobody, but I'm telling y'all as a fact.
His
Some people
son's
can't
belief
let go of power.
aligns with his,
Some
so
people cannot let go of power, and he's one of those people. And as long as his power is in the way, the Cowboys can never get that far. That's why we ain't done stuff since decades ago. We ain't done nothing relevant. Because anytime we're gonna build up, his ego gets in the way. Just like any organization, any team, any company, if the person at the top has all the say and the people that they hire don't get to actually do their jobs, the company might still make money at the end of the day, especially if you built it up well enough and had enough success prior, but it's going to have a glass ceiling. is gonna have a glass ceiling. The money will keep coming in, but the accomplishments won't. And that's where we are. So just like how I stopped watching football after the cap thing for a couple of years because I felt the way, I feel the same way. So y'all can save y'all football talk. I told you, I said on my regular page, if you're thinking about tagging me on football posts, don't get off my dick.
I seen that. I seen
get
that.
get you stay off my slab. Leave my meat alone. Okay, you're not just don't leave me alone. I don't care
That's
if
how I
the
walk
Cowboys
in.
win tonight. Yeah, me and him done talked about it too.
That's how I walk in.
Because yeah, listen, I'm not the only Cowboys fan that feel that way. I got two fellow Cowboys fans like, yeah, I'm not a Cowboys fan this season. I'm not
Yeah,
rooting for no other
exactly.
team. I'm not jumping ship to no other team. I'm just not rooting for mine.
I'm a Patriots fan, man. I just want us to get
So
9 wins this season. We good.
I dig it. I dig it. Because my bro updated me on the game in the chat. So appreciate you, bro. Because I get where you was coming from and you didn't have this conversation from me. But you can save any other updates, man. It's all good. I don't care, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm uninvested. Get involved with this conversation we having right now about femininity. Tell your girl get in the chat. Tell your girl to get in the chat, bro. Because she definitely I'm sure she definitely would have an interesting take on it.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
when I hear what you say about what's considered feminine versus like the example that you gave about a mom, I feel like we don't know them. No, tell Keish get that behind in here, man. AK, yeah, I just spoke up. I'm here, sir. There we go, baby. Hey, the sponsor of the Two Kings 215 and Life Be Life and podcast is in the chat. We are having a conversation about femininity, Keish. And we done throwing around words like submissive and masculine already. Man, go ahead, share this. Get your opinionated girlfriends in the chat. Cause listen, we want to hear from y'all too, what y'all think femininity is. Because I don't believe the same way I don't believe it's fair for women to run around talking about what men should be,
Yeah, for
telling
sure.
us, how to be men. I don't believe men get to decide what femininity is for women.
Literally, literally.
I don't think we get to decide that. Now, having our own opinions about it or viewpoints about it is fine. No, I did, bro. I did, bro. Um, but being able to literally decide it, put it in stone, nah. I
Nah,
don't think we
nah.
get to tell other women exactly what femininity is. Now, if men and women could come to some kind of consensus about what we all think it is, then maybe you could hold somebody accountable, right? Like, for instance, masculinity. We know for sure that not neither men nor female, not neither male nor female respects masculinity without protection and without some form of strength.
That's a fact.
Just yeah, you're not masculine. You're not
Yeah,
masculine.
yeah.
If I see you as a weak ass nigga, I don't see you as masculine. If you seem like the type that wouldn't protect your folks, if you had the opportunity, you'd run out on your folks. Yeah, no, I don't see you as masculine. You
But they
male,
won't. They don't know that for sure until
but
you
I don't
get in
see you
that
as masculine.
situation.
So it's one thing, yeah. Now, so it's one thing where fight or flight happens.
Yeah, for sure.
It's one thing when fight or flight happens, but some motherfuckers know they out, bro. There's some
Yeah,
niggas
yeah,
who know they out.
yeah. And they'll
I
tell you
just,
too. They'll tell you.
right,
Listen,
you see what I'm saying? They tell you straight up and down, no shame.
listen.
Uh,
I'm cool. I'm gonna tell. See, me right
my,
now, I am trying to walk a pacifist life. So that's in all aspects. So I'm
I
going to tell you,
respect
I
that.
am bowing out. You step on my shoes. Listen, I'm sorry for even having my foot there. I'm cool. I don't want no smoke with anybody, especially in the
Ah,
city of Philadelphia. I'm
I'm
cool.
sorry for even having my shoes. I'm sorry for having my foot there as
Yeah,
well.
listen, I was in the wrong spot. I'm sorry. Next time I
Oh
already know.
man.
Literally.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But yeah, like In fact, one of my coworkers came down earlier, and she was telling the story how this girl she follows on Instagram who's into guns and gun safety and stuff like that. That she told the story of how she even got involved in that is because she was with a dude. Dude started shooting, and the dude ran off and left her.
Oh
So,
man. Uh,
so it sounded crazy at first, but I was like, hold on now. I lay my life down for my wife and the females is under my protection. Keisha tell you, when I say you with me, whether you my girl or whether you my sister, best friend, whatever it is, I keep you under the wing like Chinese rice.
yeah, for sure.
But I know unwinnable situations when I see
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
And when it's time to boogie, baby, it is time to boogie. I ain't
yeah.
got 10 minutes to explain it to you. I tap you and do like this, you got to
Do what
start
I
moving.
do. Do
You
what
got to
I
start
do.
moving.
Watch
So
my
I
eyes.
you okay? Watch the signs.
You going to see.
Watch the
Yeah,
signs. Um, because she was saying, oh yeah, well that's the problem with niggas, they be cowards and stuff like that. I said, hold on. I didn't hear the lady tell the story, so I feel like I need more details. She said, more details? How are you talking about something you need more details? I said, I don't know if they had a conversation prior
right, right.
because I've seen the type of women who would do to be like, baby, let's go. And she's like, no, we just got here. I'm not. You see them niggas over there? Come on, let's go. What, you scared of them
Yeah,
or something? So I don't know if homeboy peeped the blitz and tried to notify Shorty, and she was sitting there thinking, oh, well, because he got his gun on him, we cool. Listen, I said it to her, and I'm gonna say it to everybody under the sound of my voice. Having a gun on you does not mean there's situations you shouldn't run from.
yeah, for sure.
Guns don't make you bulletproof.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of people, there's probably millions on millions of people that died with their gun, literally.
With their gun
And
in their hand.
and in the legal sense, if you do own a firearm with a concealed carry license, the
Hmm.
first thing they tell you to do is try to get away. Try
Yes.
to get the safety. If you have no
Yes.
choice but to use the gun,
But to
then
fire
yeah,
back, yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
you gotta get away, and that's the smart. I don't care nothing about how you view me. If you think I'm soft, if you think I'm tough, if you think anything, if it's a lose situation, even if we have to get violent in any way, even if it's words, I'm going to remove myself, and I'm going to remove us literally. And if you vehemently don't want to leave, then I'm sorry. You you must not be for me. You must
You're
not
not
be for
mine
me.
no more.
I
You're
lived in
not
North
mine no more.
Philadelphia my whole life. I live in the greater Northeast right now. And yes, yeah. When I hear firecrackers on the 4th of July, I know it's firecrackers, and I'm happy
Right.
with that. Literally.
Right. I
I'm
feel the same
cool.
way out in the county. Other people
Yeah.
be jumping, not me. I'm like,
Look, I
go
moved the
ahead,
furthest I
shoot those
can
things
without
off.
leaving the city.
Listen,
Literally.
listen. I feel you. So yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Even when we talk about these things that's attached to masculinity and femininity, stuff like that, just that
Yeah,
narrow vision that she has of what masculinity looks like made her call a dude she's never met a pussy and a coward.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
likewise, there's dudes who will look at women doing certain things without having the information and just you just kind of hear it or you see it and you be like, man, that nigga bitch over there, bro. I could never be with a female so masculine.
Whole time
And
she
my
might be the softest woman you probably ever have in your life. You might most the most loving, the most nurturing, the way she talks to you, the way she treats you, she feeds you, she do everything that a dude might want from a woman. And you probably see some surface level thing from her, and that's she's masculine, she not for me. Okay. All right. Okay.
you done messed up. Listen, I'm a on some on some platonic stuff, but just from my observations, again, I have my homegirl in the chat. Her man is in the chat right now. When you first saw her at the gig, she gave the look like don't speak to me. She had this look on her face, like whatever business she was about, she was about. You know,
Yeah.
you might get a good morning, you might get a good night, but you wasn't finna just run up on or run down and be like, hey, Miss So and So, unless you wanted to go ahead and take your chances. Now I've seen people take their chances, and the shot got blocked when she didn't even have no man. I've seen it, but in getting to know her, it kind of does paint that picture for me. Now she didn't come off as like a no nigga Joan to me or nothing like that, or no tough Joan,
Headstrong.
but yeah, it just can seem like okay, I play things close to the vest.
Yeah, exactly.
I know I'm not for everybody, so I'm not trying to be with everybody. Let me do what I gotta do, and I keep it pushing. I'm cool with who I'm cool with, and
Right.
everybody else I just navigate around. But I could see like in the demeanor, it was just straight lace. And then, I ate lunch with her twice. This is now like one of my best friends, like years later.
It'd
You know
be
what I'm
like that.
saying? Like, but I've seen so much more sensitivity within a month of knowing her. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That now she's coming to me asking for male point of view on things. Now, I'm getting the hey sweeties and the, so forth and so on. So it's like you said, where you see something and because you don't like the way it looks, you just go off the, that's not how I like my women to be.
Yeah.
Whole time, this chick believes in being submissive, bro. She believes in being a submissive woman. We just did an episode not too long ago with my homie Myra and her having a debate about whether or not a woman could lead in a committed relationship, whether she could be the lead or, as we said, the captain in the relationship. And she said she don't want to be the captain.
And I don't think any woman legit wants to be the cat. They
She
want,
said she
and
don't want
rightfully
it.
so. If this is like a partnership and a relationship and everything that comes with that, then granted their say so and their opinions is up there as much as is
Yeah,
up there with you. But they
yeah.
expecting you to still steer that boat. I mean, they can be the navigator. They can. It's many other things that'll help you get there, literally. But I don't. Man, me personally, I don't think a woman wanna. Oh, let me handle this. Let me do this. Let me do that. Let me have everything
Have all
running
the
through
say.
me. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, no, I don't. They
So,
don't want that. They want to sit back
so
sometimes. That's why it's a soft life. That's the thing.
right, the soft girl era, right? The soft life,
Yeah,
right? So it's funny that you mentioned that now because you kind of lead the points that I already was thinking about. Because, like I said, with that whole wanting to be the captain thing, there's women who will tell you they want to be the captain. They want to be the boss. Like you'll see them in a relationship with a dude, and it's like you literally see them overstepping the structure that the
yeah,
dude is trying to set.
yeah, for sure.
And I don't know how much of that is genuine, either lack of respect for the dude or genuine, like they don't know how to deprogram themselves from somebody who had to do it their whole life to being
Yeah,
somebody who don't have to do it no more because you got homeboy in your life now.
yeah, for sure.
Um, and but some of the women would tell you no, they prefer it that way. They
Yeah.
prefer it to the point where it's even like, oh well, even when he has the last say, it's really me having the last say. I just let him think he has the last say,
Yeah,
but really
exactly.
I'm running things. And I'm like, my thing is when women say certain stuff, bro, I just be like, if women are to be believed, then that's what they said. I'm not trying to
It's
convince them
better
that
to
they
just
don't.
let it go
Yeah,
and
I'm not
let
trying
them
to
get it
convince.
off.
This ain't the channel where I try to convince women they ain't that what they said. Y'all
Exactly,
said it.
exactly,
I'm gonna
exactly.
bring it back up when I see you acting different, though.
But one thing I'm gonna do tell women, y'all are funny. If I say
Funny as
something,
hell.
don't equate it to what you think I said, because I would have just said that.
Nigga, don't. That's a
I'm
whole.
saying, if I say I like oranges, don't say, okay, so would you like apples too? No, I don't. I never said that. I said I like oranges, and that's it.
Okay, so you like lemon juice, then?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, so you like pulpy your orange juice? No, no, I don't. No, I just like orange juice and oranges. But no, that's
Man,
so funny. Another thing that we can have a whole nother conversation about because this the assumptions based on what people see on the surface level and
hmm
since in the conversation we having light skinned men. But
oh
I'm gonna leave
shit,
that's another conversation.
that's another conversation. You might have to come back
That's
for that
another, yeah,
conversation.
that's another conversation.
You might have to come back for that conversation. We gonna have to have some
And
dark skinned people
assumptions
on the.
that
Yeah, we
they
gonna have to have some
we
dark skinned people on the joint and everything, bro.
yeah.
Cause
Yeah, for sure.
man, don't
For
get me
sure.
started. Don't
Yeah,
get
for
me
sure.
started, brother.
And I know you seen that post too.
Yeah, you know I did. You know I did. I stayed quiet for as long as I could, but I was taking notes.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
I was taking notes. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, so um, what else was I saying? Yeah, so the problem is, like I said, a lack of consensus about what
Yeah,
femininity actually is. Like I
yeah,
think one of the things you mentioned is a really good point. Um, maternal, maternal behavior. I think that is part of femininity.
yeah,
Whether it is whether you're a mom, whether you're a big sister, whether you're an aunt, whether you're a mentor, whatever that is, that as a woman puts you in position to care for another being that you're not necessarily legally responsible for. You know what I'm saying? Or even when those that you are legally responsible for, we could see that maybe you a rookie at it, but the way you take to it, it's different. Like I don't believe that dads and moms parent the same.
yeah,
I
for
believe
sure.
there's a difference between paternal and maternal in nature. I think it's a natural difference. Now, granted, styles is going to differ. The way you raise is going to affect all that for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
But I think there's a natural difference and a natural balance between the two. So I think when you talk about maternal behavior, that's something that you can actually label with femininity, and you'll see it. You'll see it in women. I think that empathy leans more towards maternal, not excuse me, feminine energy.
yeah, for
I
sure.
think empathy leans more towards feminine energy, if I'm being honest.
You see, if I see it, all right, from my son, for example, if he jump on the couch and just so happen to fall, I'm gonna look
Hmm.
at him and be like, tell him like, this is why you fell, whatever the case may be. I might help him up. But for the most part, I'm gonna allow him to go through it on his own because he's
Yeah,
learning. His mom is completely different.
yeah,
She's gonna go over there. She's gonna pick him up. She's gonna rub whatever she feel he hurt. If he even if he didn't, he can still be laughing.
yeah,
She's gonna kiss him. She's gonna do all the nurturing stuff. It's just
yep,
we don't. I mean, we both love him the same, so to say. Like
absolutely,
we both still have genuine concerns. It's just two completely different things, literally.
absolutely, absolutely. The love is absolutely no different.
Yeah.
It's just, yo, what's good, Myron? It's just like I said. I think that that's where the energies being slightly different. I think stuff like that is where it comes into play. Um, So yeah, empathy, I think definitely is something that if you was able to make get the paper, draw a line, you got masculine on one
Yeah.
side and feminine on one side, I would score empathy for the feminine side.
Crazy thing
Uh,
is though, if we put up two circles and
yeah,
overlap them or whatever, we
of
put in
course.
femininity. A lot of stuff is going to overlap. Literally, a lot of
Yes,
stuff is going to overlap.
yes.
And I think the disconnect with that is people, a dude or a male, so to say, would take that, or even a female would too. They would take that, the stuff that we do have in common, and be like, "Oh, this is masculine. This is why I don't whoop de whoop bang. This is why I don't like those certain type of women." Or women to say, "Oh, he's sassy. This is why I don't
Hmm.
like that certain type of man." This is a human thing. Literally, it's just a human thing. It is. There's nothing gender specific. Literally,
I
literally.
just don't think that most of the behaviors and traits are gender specific. I think they're socialized.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
I think a lot of it is socialized, and that's where you kind of see it. And I think in both cases, that's where you lead to the toxic version, right? That's where you could get some toxic masculinity, but for sure, damn sure, you're gonna get
Yeah,
some toxic
exactly.
femininity
Yeah,
with that
exactly.
too, because the way that it's socialized, like okay, that's why chivalry is getting killed
Yeah.
because the way that women were socialized to not even appreciate it anymore.
Yeah, they
You know
would
what I'm
even
saying?
consider a dude soft
You
doing
see what I'm
chivalrous stuff.
saying?
Like
Yeah,
literally.
it's a lack of appreciation. I actually said this a couple episodes ago. There's a lack of appreciation for chivalry. But that's again, that's a socialization thing. That's not natural. You know what I'm saying? women didn't and females didn't naturally just look at chivalrous behavior and find disgusting
Right.
it. It's now that they seem to resent it. Now, like you said, they kind of look at it and then it'll be like, oh, that's actually not masculine. That's
It's
actually
actually not.
feminine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's a feminine
I
nigga.
want people to replace the word overly feminine or when they describe that, just call them prissy. They say it's a prissy woman. That they got a word for that, literally. Like a woman that might like certain stuff more than the next woman. Like I said in the
Right.
beginning, it doesn't make that woman more feminine than the other because they both are women at the end of the day. They both can have a child. They both can nurture a child. They both can they like as long as that's that. Even I can give them the only thing I would give them is maybe a stud. Is maybe a stud. Literally. If you want to call a masculine female something, maybe that's a stud. But that is a specific type of person that's portraying a specific type of image, so to say, or personality. And they specifically are leaning more towards the masculine. They're doing that specifically. Dudes be
Yeah,
trying to label a woman that's just being a natural woman masculine. Even so, a woman can't even go into the gym and get a little cut. Like they look
yeah.
at
Like they used to say that about Serena Williams.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Serena Williams. I was about to name. I can't remember. I don't. I'm not crazy into wrestling like I used to, but I can't remember one of the
Who,
current wrestlers.
China?
Even any. It's like
China
three
was
female
definitely
current
considered
wrestlers that
masculine
in China. She was in a relationship the whole her
the
whole
whole
gimmick,
time. The whole
literally.
time.
And I'm pretty sure who was it? Edge, right? Was she was with Edge?
He, she was
Yeah.
with Edge.
He didn't. I don't think he looked at her as masculine, no way, shape,
No.
or form. He's still going to tongue her down in that ring, literally.
Okay. He still know what he
Exactly.
doing once they get out the ring.
Yeah.
He's not like, yeah, I got this manly dude. I gotta go bomb leader. He's like, nah,
Yeah.
that's my bitch.
Exactly. Come on, manly
I'm
dude.
finna go put my bitch through the mattress.
Exactly. Exactly. Everyone's stopping. Nothing. Literally.
At all, at all. I think that while the stud thing is kind of funny, I think that so here's what it is gonna sound it's gonna sound a little offensive. So hopefully I don't get canceled when I say this.
It's
But
coming
I
from
think part
Lord,
of the
man.
problem it is, and it's trying to bridge the gap towards understanding. But I think the problem is gender expression is whatever you see it as. I get that. Whether it's a dude who feels more quote unquote feminine, so he wears women's clothes, or a girl who says she feels more masculine, so she wears dudes' clothes. That's gender expression. Whichever you feel more comfortable with, fine. Um, but
Sidebar. In the chat, Serena Williams never took testosterone. That's natural. That's a natural
yeah,
woman. That's a
yeah,
natural woman.
Serena
That's
didn't take
genetic, literally.
testosterone.
She
Yeah,
the
yeah,
you can see the difference when she did start taking drugs because she just admitted she took
yeah.
Ozempic.
Exactly.
So you can literally
And
see the
she looked
difference.
completely different.
Yeah, her natural body is just that is peak human being, so to say,
I'm about to
literally.
say they dad drilled them. It's just like
Exactly,
anybody
peak
who's
human
drilled
being.
working out for
She's been
years,
in
you're gonna
professional
be cut up
sports.
like a bag of dope.
Yeah, exactly, for a very long time. And I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure she probably would have got popped for any type of well, testosterone. What? Why is
You
she
know they
taking
would have been.
testosterone
I'm about to say,
anyway?
you know they would have been looking for that. You know they
Yeah,
tested her for that. You know they
and I
did, looking
do
for any
agree.
reason to
The
discredit her.
women, I mean, the men deem women masculine because they feel a little intimidated. They feel a lot of intimidated. Literally, that's.
So, because that intimidated word sticks in my craw a little bit.
I'm talking
Because
about an intimidation in the sense of that's having them
that's what
questioning
it
their own masculinity, so to say. Like, am
see,
I
and
am
that's what
I
I'm saying.
masculine enough to be with this woman, or is she like
It's and that's what I'm saying. That's where my question is because I'm slow to go towards intimidated because yeah, that's the first thing I think of when I hear a woman say that a dude is intimidated by her or so forth and so on. It's like, do you genuinely believe that dude doesn't feel masculine enough to match up to her? Or is it more of like the thing you said, I prefer a more prissy female. I prefer a more dainty female. I prefer a more, traditionally submissive female. And this woman reminds me of me. She reminds me of my niggas and the things that I
Right,
appreciate and being around them. And I'm not
right,
attracted to me or my niggas. So,
right.
so what she's giving off ain't really working for me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So
It's
I
funny. A lot of dudes, my girl now, a lot of dudes, I think they'll probably call her masculine, but she is not masculine at all. She's feminine, feminine, feminine. It's just how she talk. She be right at me a little bit. She right, but
so
in
so
a
that
way
steers
that
me
I
towards
might
the other
need
word. So that
it.
steers me towards another word. Two words actually. Aggressive and assertive.
Exactly. She's
I think
assertive.
that
I wouldn't say
women
aggressive
get
though.
there we go. Okay, so you read me, bro. You
Yeah,
read
for
me,
sure.
bro. So that's where I think the difference is. I do think that some women take on traits that they believe are masculine intentionally.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
For
as
sure.
what's going on, John? Shout out to my guy from the West Coast Sports for You podcast in the building. Y'all
I
in
feel that's
denial. I'm
like a
not in denial,
defensive.
bro.
That's a defensive thing with a lot of
I
women.
think so. I think so. I
Yeah,
absolutely believe so.
they gotta
And
come
then it
off a
just kind of
certain
become
way
their
to set a.
personality.
Yeah, exactly. They gotta set a certain standard. I mean, I guess the experiences with certain men or men that have them come off a certain way to set up a certain guard. But as a
Yeah.
man, you should be able. You can. I'm not going to say you should be able to identify it right away, but it's something that can be identified, and you can act accordingly. That shouldn't be that. I feel like every woman has some type of guard up in some way because they've experienced something that'll put that guard up in some way. So I
Hmm.
don't if they talk or respond to like anything, I won't try to put it. I don't try to put too much stock into that and make it and assume that they like masculine or something like that based off that. I'll just try to think. My mind to go in like, dang, what did they go through to get to this point?
You a good soul. You a good soul. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't doing all that depending on who it is. The juice gotta be
Yeah,
worth the squeeze. So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the
No, no.
juice gotta
I
be
ain't
worth the
talking about
squeeze.
people like her. I'm talking
Oh
about
yeah,
people
yeah,
like my
yeah.
family. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
If it ain't
yeah,
that, then I'm cool,
yeah.
man.
I'm about to say the
Real
juice
rap.
gotta be worth the squeeze.
Yeah,
Cause
for
yeah,
sure, for sure.
you might be a queen inside, but go ahead, keep that queen inside and get the fuck out of my face, please, baby. Please. Please. I ain't got time. Um, but yeah, like that aggressive and assertive thing is two different things. Like I don't mind assertive women at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Not even in the
You might
slightest. I
need that. Men
respect it.
men might need that.
Like you
Literally.
said. Like you said,
I'm a
right?
procrastinator. I'm a procrastinator bad, bad. She has to remind me and she does remind me in everything, literally. Like I'm saying, I just was on like duty, I gotta take antibiotics. She reminds me, literally.
Hmm.
She reminds me, but she also makes sure. See, I can get complacent and like on the same routine. She makes sure I gotta remind, switch it up. Like you gotta do something different. Like if
Yeah,
you if you
no, I agree.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
But
and I
dudes
think
will
that that has
take
its
that and
place. But I
yeah,
think
dudes will
aggressive
take
is
that.
where I'm kind of like, all right, hold on now,
Yeah,
hold on
aggressive
now,
is
because
crazy.
you can't beat me, sis. You cannot beat me. Like I don't take this from niggas. I don't take
I
that
do.
kind of
Yeah, that's
energy
a
from
fact.
other
That's a
niggas.
fact.
At some point between two men, somebody got to be like, all right, bro. Hey, that's bitch much, bro. It's a bit much. I ain't finna be all that with you, bro. We ain't finna
Yeah,
do
I'm
all
about to
that.
get real
Like we
aggressive with my
good.
cat. He starts scratching the
We
cover.
good, bro. Like that's when two dudes look at each other. Somebody gotta be like, "Hey, bro, you good?"
Right, right, right. Like, is you cool?
And is you cool? Is you cool, bro? Because I get you. You know, yeah. Listen, I get you on the pacifist way, but I'm pretty sure even you got a limit.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. But
I've seen it.
but I
I've seen
literally,
a couple of
yeah.
posts, bro. I see you in the comments a couple of
I'm trying,
times.
man. I'll be trying.
I can tell
It's
you
just,
come from a place.
yeah. I come from a place. I try to come from a place of respect, literally at
No,
the baseline.
that's one of the things that I admire and immediately identified in you in the general conversations is that like you walk even KJ with his smart ass like respect
Yeah,
is
my
where
God.
we start at. Respect is where we
Yeah,
start
for
at.
sure.
I like to say respect is given, disrespect is earned. The
Yeah,
minute
for
you
sure.
put yourself in that position to be disrespected, okay, I'm gonna disrespect you then.
Listen.
Like,
I'm pretty sure it's like plenty of times. Even this is including you. Y'all can comment on anything big, grind me up. Look, I post a picture, they will go in on me. But it's a thin line between that and other dudes that I barely know. I
that's a
barely have
fact.
conversations with. So I'm gonna set that stone. Like I'm gonna set that tone. Like these people can say whatever is like, not to the full extent of disrespect, but they can
Yeah,
say
of course
whatever.
not.
But if I don't know you, sir, come on, bro. Like, relax. I
But that's
don't
the
know
thing too, right? Those
you.
dudes that you make those exclusions for, they not going to disrespect you.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Those dudes already move in a way where you know that disrespect don't happen. It be the other niggas that you got to set the boundaries for,
Yeah,
where you like,
exactly.
see,
Yeah,
that's why I don't
relax.
let you play like they play.
Right.
That nickname he called me, you can't call me.
Right. Because you don't even know where it came from,
You know what
why.
I'm
It
saying?
feel a little disrespectful coming from you.
Okay. It sound like white
Yeah,
people
bro.
using the N word,
Seriously.
bro. Come on, you
And
gotta relax.
and if they see me, even like we agree a lot, so it don't really we don't that's why
Yeah,
I fuck with you because this not too much I mean not too many topics that we won't agree on, but I mean cool. Even if we don't agree on something, that's natural.
yeah.
I love to not agree. So
Facts.
I can vehemently have a argument with KJ about Drake and Kendrick because we love doing
Y'all
that.
should be
And
hilarious.
I would text him like, "Damn, bro, you cool? How are you living in real life? Where I'm at?
Absolutely.
Like, how's it going in real life?
Absolutely.
That don't. That's neither here nor there, literally. But people don't know how to separate the internet from real life.
Unfortunately.
Like, I've
Unfortunately.
just took
But
a small break, not even going in like I normally do. I can do that,
mhm.
literally. I can go freaking years without doing this. I ain't been on Instagram in probably 5 years.
Oh damn. Yeah, so I mean, like I said, I think when we talk about that kind of stuff, that I think aggression will probably fall towards the masculine side
Yeah, for
because
sure.
women could have beef with each other, but women do things. Even that usually happens in a way that's particularly different from men. Like, I didn't know how to word it until I heard Kevin Samuels say it, but he worded my thoughts in a perfect frame. Men every day have to deal with the threat of violence. That's
Yeah,
why we have to know how to act around each other. That's why respect is paramount. Because disrespect between two men could get somebody killed.
yeah.
Disrespect between two women usually ain't going to end like that. You know what I'm saying?
Might
Even
be
in the
some words
roughest of
at the
cities,
most, but yeah.
yeah, even in the roughest of cities, it don't usually end like that.
Women
Where
talk shit walking away. Literally, they talking shit walking away. Dudes is gonna stand there.
and then you
They
start getting
might they
closer to where
might
it's in
walk
that
a yeah,
danger
they might
zone.
walk a few moments away, but the more
Somebody
they
gonna
talk,
turn
the
back
more they
around.
getting closer. Yeah, the more they
Yup.
talk, the more they getting closer.
So I think
And at the
that,
same time, in
mhm,
perspective, the masculine can also fall in the middle, like I said,
yes.
because a mother can go from nurturing to completely different, the flip on the other side in a moment's notice if you mess with their kids, so to say.
So I
Like,
think defensive, like how you said, the circles, like a Venn
yeah,
diagram and the overlap. I think
yeah,
defensive and protective definitely is right in the middle.
yeah, for
They
sure.
both overlap. They both overlap. It's just that it looks different. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
exactly.
saying? It,
Perspective,
it
yeah.
looks different. It's perspective. So I think that give us an example of what you as a woman think belongs in the femininity column. That's what I wanted. I wanted women in here to start telling us what they think belongs on their jacket. Because, like I said, I don't think it's fair for men to have the final say
Yeah,
on
for
what
sure.
femininity is. The
For sure.
same way I don't think it's fair
Even
for
me having an
women to
opinion.
have the. And that's just what
Even
it's
me
supposed to
having this
be. Our
opinion
opinion,
as
our perspective.
exactly. It might be women like shoot. It's definitely some masculine women or overly feminine women. Okay, great. If you
Hmm.
want to have that, as long as you got some facts, not even the facts, some solid opinions or some solid
Give me
conversation
something I can look
behind.
at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Give me something I can look at. Literally,
yeah,
we can have that
yeah.
conversation because nobody's wrong. Well, a lot of people do be wrong, but yeah, it's still a conversation to be had. It's not a cut and
Absolutely.
dry thing. I can't just say, oh, it ain't no overly feminine women in this world. It ain't no overly masculine men. Maybe it's
Yeah,
dudes that like to go to the gym all day and drink beer
Yeah, like I think it's such a thing as an
Yeah,
overly masculine man, but I don't think it's so much truly overly masculine. I think it's bravado. I think it's
yeah,
excess. I think
bravado.
it's
Yeah, it's a
fake.
word
You
for
know what I'm
these things,
saying?
literally.
Yeah, and that's exactly. We will say, they pseudo masculine. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Hyper masculine. Those
Yeah,
kind
I
of
don't
things to
believe in
show
like
that.
alpha males and beta male. I don't
Oh
believe in that.
no,
I
I'm
don't
cool on
believe in
all
none
that.
of those.
I'm with
Literally,
you. I'm
that's
cool on
like
all that.
that's along the same lines of saying that an overly feminine female. I don't believe in none of those. I believe every man is capable of tapping into whatever they have to tap into. Literally,
Agreed. Agreed. The peacemaker could be the
literally,
warrior. The
Exactly.
strategist, the strategist could know when to get the fuck out of there. He could also be the killer. The strategist
Right.
could be the
Dude can be
killer.
soft or timid or non-confrontational his whole life, but that's his choice to make that decision.
Yes.
This is how I'm gonna react to whatever the situation may be. One day he can be completely they like for example, bullies. Dudes be like,
Mm-hmm.
dude's been bullying you for the longest, and then one day you just punch that bully back in his mouth. He might never say nothing to you ever again. Literally. Literally. That might change his
Listen,
whole perspective for you. Boy was looking soft to me his whole life. But he punched me in his mouth. He punched me in the mouth one time. I know what he's
I don't
capable
want
of.
no more of that. Right. I
I
know who he is now.
know what he's Yeah, exactly. That's
Listen,
the
we've
same
all
thing with
either
women.
known that person personally or come across that person where it was like they look soft, they look sweet. Yeah, okay, they poured milk on his hand today, they bit on his
Right.
shoes, Tuesday, whatever, whatever. Random Friday, he tore motherfuckers up.
Right. Like a woman, you only see her wear sneakers. And isn't this a woman you only see her in heels?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
women in sneakers might listen to freaking love music and soft stuff all day and just
yep,
it's just lovey dovey. The
yep.
women in heels might be listening to NBA YoungBoy all day, probably smoke a cigarette, something like that.
Drinking beer.
Exactly. You see them both standing beside each other. You walk straight up to the hills, thinking that's about to be the overly feminine woman for you,
Yep.
and then you be
Next you know, you
completely
get her
tardy.
home.
Now,
She's
yeah,
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
exactly. You see her bust out the hills, put her feet up like this, like
Uh-huh. Got her head in
showing
her
off.
pants like Al
Yeah,
Bundy.
exactly. Oh, now you confused as hell. You thought you was getting one complete thing, and the girl that had the sneakers on, she didn't threw on some lingerie or something like that,
That's
some
the lover
soft
girl you
music.
wanted.
You got some
Yep.
wine. She probably done cooked the meal, like
Rub your
all that.
back, whole
And
nine.
look at you assuming, talking about she masculine. So listen, like you said, China could be the love of somebody's life.
Yes.
Literally.
Yes.
Could be the softest woman to someone. But you wouldn't know that because you assuming because you see her got a couple muscles. Literally.
And I think that things like, even with that, the profession can influence what looks feminine and what looks masculine.
Like he
You know what
said,
I'm
he's
saying?
assuming Serena got to testosterone. Her profession is a professional athlete. She is arguably one of the greatest professional athletes. And I'm not saying female, I'm talking about one of the greatest
Period.
professional athletes.
Period.
You don't think
To
she's
play a
gonna be
sport.
strong? Like built like literally.
To play a sport. Like she's one
Yeah.
of the best to play
I,
a
I
sport.
I do trash. It's women that does this. They do it every day. It's like a workout every day. Do you think they take testosterone?
I was about to say,
No, it's just active every day.
I've
And there's
seen girls who
probably
look
people
one way on
that
the
does,
court and look another way off it.
and I'm not saying it ain't people that don't take testosterone or does
For
take
sure.
testosterone. Serena Williams is not one of those
Nah,
people.
nah, nah,
Serena,
nah,
she is
nah.
taking Ozempic. She is doing the opposite of what
Okay.
testosterone is going to do.
You see how she looking these days? Yeah.
Oh my,
Oh man. Fall off. Anyway.
the fall from grace.
But I think it's just like I said, I want to have this conversation out loud so that it could be something I point back to reference later for folks like, yo, when y'all say this, what do y'all actually mean?
What do you actually want? Because wait, I'm gonna go. Let me go to it real quick. Go
Come
to it real
on,
quick.
bro.
I'm sorry. I'm
Come
about
on.
to
I'm gonna
see.
mute
I'm
my
about
mic.
to
I'm
see
gonna mute
some of
my
the
mic. You
comments.
got the floor.
I just want to read some of the comments people were saying, or the opinions that they did put out on there. Uh, Here we go. One of the opinions. This is Jay. Shout out to Jay. He said, all that taking charge in my way or the highway attitude. She let her man lead without the bullshit. Also falls in being pampered. Hold up. Drinking, using slang, and talking like a man is what they consider masculine. Hello?
Using slang. Using slang is crazy.
Using slang and drinking and talking like a man. So if she opts for a beer or some whiskey like I love, as opposed to a glass of wine, that might be more masculine than a. My girl loves wine, but she will dick a bottle of whiskey with me.
Right.
Literally. I don't look at her no feminine. I mean, no
No.
less feminine, no more feminine. It's just this is normal thing. She's a human. Literally. I
Agreed.
don't think any of
Agreed.
that stuff. That's
Nah.
hilarious though.
That was funny. That was funny. I was laughing at that one.
Said
That's
it's a
funny as
borderline
hell.
stud. I'm like, all right, okay, okay. We talking about studs. That's what I see. I have an understanding in that because they're genuinely trying to be a dude.
Right. That's literally how they see
I'm not
themselves.
saying that's
Oh,
that. I'm not
here's what
trying
I
to
was
say
gonna
in the
say.
mind.
No, here's what I was gonna say that was gonna come off as offensive, right? I think it's too often when we see studs and we see their behaviors and we see their gender expression, they take the worst parts of what they think masculinity is.
That's a fact.
I'm sorry to whoever
That
that
is a fact.
offends,
They
but it's
super
true.
highlight. Same thing with gay men. They take the worst parts of a woman and
Oh my God,
try
so
to try
many.
to make
I don't even
it
want to say every, but so many
exaggerated.
gay men are literally caricatures of black women
The crazy
from
thing is,
urban
though, the crazy
areas.
thing is,
Whether they
my
black, whether they white, whether they Mexican, they are all a caricature of black women from the hood.
exactly, and
And I don't
a
mean
lot
all
of
gay people, I mean the people who
yeah, that's
over
what I was saying.
exaggerate.
My sisters got a lot of gay friends. They older, my older sisters. The gay dudes that they used to be cool with, I never seen that energy from them. But these new guys, oh man. Oh man, yeah. They in direct competition, or well, in their mind, they're in direct competition with an actual woman. But if you
Mm,
if you have a lane, and then you have people in that lane that look like the LGBTQ community, if y'all are in that lane and it's people that y'all can fall in love with, and whatever the case may be, that should not have no bearings with other people, especially a straight woman, because y'all are not looking for the same thing, literally.
right.
Y'all both like men, but you like a man that like this, and she like a man that likes that. That's that,
No
literally.
competition.
Literally.
No competition.
Yeah,
There's no
exactly.
competition to be had there. You said you got a
Now, what
drinking
I
partner,
do
bro?
agree with this, the cigarettes. See, I don't mind a girl smoking weed, but cigarettes,
It
that's
is
another
unattractive
thing.
to
That's
me. I ain't gonna
completely
hold you.
different.
It is unattractive to me. I ain't gonna hold you. A woman
Oh,
smoking
but no,
cigs is
but yeah,
unattractive.
yeah. I might have to wrap this up because I do have to get up 4:30 in the morning for work.
Hey, listen, I had you for an hour. Then we could do this on a part two. Like I said,
No,
hopefully we
no,
get
we
some more
for
women on the
sure can
chat
do this again because I
because
do
we
want to
got to
have
get
that
some women.
conversation about light skinned men.
You know what? We'll be back for that for sure, for sure. And I'm greatly appreciative, bro, of the friendship that we built, man.
No, for sure.
Being able to, just link you on this joint. And like I said, man, it helps grow my platform. But on top of it, you know what I'm saying? It helps put people in connection with other real people. That's really what I be trying to do. Put
Yeah,
black
for
people in
sure.
connection with
And this
other
is
real
my
black
first
people.
time ever doing something like this, so it's definitely good to get my feet
Okay,
wet
bro. Glad
in
I
the
could throw
space.
you your first line,
No, for
bro.
sure.
You good at
But
it. You should do it more. You should do it more.
yeah, yeah, I appreciate you. Well, I do appreciate the invite. I appreciate the conversation. I'm definitely looking forward to the future conversations we will be having for sure.
Yes, Sirski. Yes, Sirski. You enjoy your night, bro. Once again, I
Yeah,
appreciate your
thank you.
collaboration.
No, no problem. All right.
Hey, I will wrap up, but thank you to Ant for joining us tonight. Thank you to everybody that was in the chat. Dirty, Keish, John, Myron. Is there anybody else that I forgot? Because I don't want to leave nobody out. I appreciate all you lifers. Yeah, that's it. I got everybody. I ain't missed nobody. Good, good, good. Appreciate everybody who tapped in. Please like, share, subscribe if you ain't subscribed already. Share it. Encourage other people to subscribe. I think this was a good start to the conversation. Go back and watch this episode if you wasn't here from the beginning to hear his point of view. If you was, especially if you was in Philly and you had to deal with the whole, sanitation worker strike, hear it from a sanitation worker himself what it was like on his side of the lines. I think it's always cool to know both sides of the story. Um, but again, thank you guys for tapping in. This is a conversation starter. I feel like this episode is really a conversation starter more than those episodes where you actually had the entire conversation or the bulk of the conversation. So, clip this, use it to go ask questions. Again, I feel like this will be improved with actually women uh putting their 2 cents in real time. But on behalf of A.C.E, our brother, that's who he always be. On behalf of the sponsor of Life Be Life and the Two Kings 215 podcast, Keish with the Cakes, aka Denver Mom, the owner of Simply in the Shade Catering. On behalf of Big Mish, aka Mimi the Goddess. As I always say, be patient, be respectful, be smart, be kind to as many people as you possibly can. I know some people are going to make that impossible. That's okay, though. Just make sure every single day to take the time out to be kind to yourselves because you cannot pour out of an empty cup. Once again, I appreciate all y'all. Like, share, subscribe, follow on IG and Life Be Life, and follow the Facebook like page. Follow on TikTok, Life Be Life. Life Be Life Nye on Life Be Life Nye _ Nye on IG, Nye Charles on Facebook, all the different places. Of course, Life Be Life _ for Mimi. That's MEME. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with us, man, and be sure to send us your Life Be Lifing moments. You can send your Life Be Lifing moments. You can send your Life Be Lifing moments to our Gmail, which is Life Be Lifing at Gmail. Real simple, right? Real simple. Okay. Send us your Life Be Lifing moments of the week, of the month, whenever, and we will go ahead and read them. And, bond, continue to bond. Meanwhile, be safe, stay dangerous. Love y'all.